never slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented
Good evening, baseball fans. You are here on Yankees The Ugly Truth with Ken, calling the live play-by-play of Game 1 of this three-game set of the Yankees facing off against the A's in Sacramento. Thank you for taking time to hop in the stream. For those of you here on the East Coast, it's quite late, and I appreciate y'all's support. This evening, I'm going to call it all the way through, so I'll be here till the bitter end. And I want to thank some folks for being here. Yankees for Life, Margaret, Pito Will, Natalie, Jonathan, James. Thank you all for being here. If you haven't, take this moment to drop your vote in our active poll. The active poll is, how many runs will Carlos Rodon give up tonight? Hey, Gerald, welcome. All right. Our lineup this evening is going to have Trent Grisham leading off, playing center field. Hitting in the 2-hole is going to be Big Ben Rice, DHing tonight. In the 3-hole will be Aaron Judge playing right field. Cody Bellinger will be in left field cleaning up. In the 5-hole is going to be Jazz Chisholm Jr. playing second base. 6-hole is going to have Paul Goldschmidt playing first base. In the 7-hole is going to be third baseman Ryan McMahon. JC Escar will be behind the dish in the 8-hole, and Jose Caballero will be our shortstop, bringing up the rear. On the bump for us tonight is Carlos Rodon. For the Sacramento A's, Thomas is leading off playing right field. Kurtz will be at first base. I call them all, James, late night or not. East Coast, West Coast doesn't make any difference. The only night is Wednesday nights. That's the bowling night. Hitting third is going to be the catcher, Shea Langoliers. DHing and cleaning up is going to be the Brent Rooker. In left field is going to be the 5-hole hitter, Tyler Soderstrom. And Bolt will be in center field hitting in the 6-hole. Geloff will be at third base in the 7-hole. McNeil would be at second base in the 8-hole. And Hernandez is going to be shortstop, bringing up the rear. And on the bump for the A's is going to be a former Yankee, Luis Severino. So, how are we feeling about the game? We're probably about 2 or 3 minutes before game first pitch, so let me know how you're feeling about the game. We'll talk a little bit of baseball while we're waiting. If you're just hopping in, we have 9 active votes in our active poll. So if you haven't, please drop your vote. Let your voice be heard and your vote be counted. As you know, we like 30 subs or 30 likes for each live play-by-play. Currently, we're at 7. So If you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. This stream is being simulcast on the Hardcore Sports Network, courtesy of Mitch. So I want to thank them for getting our stream out there. It's most appreciated. You can show them some love by subscribing. And if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth, we offer play-by-plays, shorts, and open panels. If this is what you like, this may be the place for you. So please consider subscribing. We're at 738 subscriptions, too short of our next milestone of 740. So anything you can do to help us out. Hey, Sean, welcome to the stream. And it looks like Severino is on the mound throwing the last of his warm-up pitches. I think we're going to see it improve, Rodod. He seems to be progressing with each start. Hopefully, he will get it done tonight. And shorts. I dropped a short this afternoon about Garrett Cole. If you haven't had the opportunity, go over there and check that out. Let me know what you think. And Big Trent Grisham is stepping up to the plate. Hey, Nancy, welcome to the stream. And the first pitch is a strike called. And Severino sets and fires, and this ball is hammered foul down the first base line. Count is 0-2 on Grishbaum. And Severino sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is swung on and missed for strike three. And he is down on strikes. That's the first out of this game. Dan Iasonia is the home plate umpire. He has 28 major league seasons. He is considered a pitcher-friendly umpire. Coming up to bat is Ben Rice. Severino sets and fires, and the sweeper is inside and low. Count is 1-0. Severino sets and fires, and that ball is a changeup that paints the outside corner for call, strike one. Count is 0-1. Severino sets and fires, and this one is bounce. Kurtz gets it, and he throws it past Severino, and Rice is going to be at first. So the Yankees are going to have their first runner of the night, most likely on an error. Kurtz threw the ball behind Severino, and Kurtz is going to get the error. It's going to be an E3. So all rise. The judge is in the chambers. First pitch is on the way, and that cutter is off the plate. Count is 1-0 on the captain. And they said that Severino did not come to a stop, so that is a balk, and Rice is going to be moved to second base. So the Yankees have a runner at second with one out. Captain is up to bat. Count is 1-0 on him. And they're finally going to break this meeting of the minds up, and the count is going to be 0-0. And Severino sets, checks on Rice at second, pitches on the way, and the four-seamer comes in at 97 miles an hour, but it's off the plate. Count is 1-0. Next pitch is on the way, and that sweeper is off the plate. Count is 2-0 on the captain. And Sevy sets. Pitch is on the way, and that sweeper is way off the plate. Count is now 3-0 on the captain. Severino checks on Rice, fires, and this pitch is bounced through the middle, and it's going to go to center field. Ben Rice is rounding third, and he is going to score. So that is an RBI single by the captain. Judge's 35th ribby of the season. Yankees lead 1-0. So the Yankees have a runner at first with one out. And the pitch is on the way, and Bellinger hammers this one through the up the middle. And Judge is going to move the second. So the Yankees are going to have runners at first and second with one man out. Coming up to bat is going to be Jazz Chisholm Jr. Jazz is hitting 246 on the season. And the first pitch is a splitter that catches the outside corner for call, strike one. He's hitting 246 on the season, 6 home runs, 20 RBIs, and a 724 OPS. Severino sets and fires, and that four-seamer is up and in. Count is evened out 1-1 on Jazz. Next pitch is on the way, and this is bounced to the second baseman. He flips it to Kurtz for the second out. So the runners are going to advance to second and third with two down. Coming up to bat is Paul Goldschmidt. Goldie's hitting 265 on the season, 5 home runs, 15 RBIs, and an 863 OPS. Two ducks on the pond, Goldie. Situational hitting. First pitch is on the way, and the sinker is inside. Count is 1-0. Next pitch is on the way, and the sweeper catches the inside of the plate for call, strike one. Severino sets and fires, and this one is foul down the first base line. Count's going to remain 1-2. And this is a high fly ball to left field. Soderstrom goes. And this one is going, and gone. That is a 3-run home run for Paul Goldschmidt. And the Yankees have a 4 spot in the top of the first inning. That one traveled 380 feet at 99.9 miles an hour. Coming up to bat is Ryan McMahon. First pitch is on the way, and that is call, strike one. Next pitch is on the way, and that is off the plate. Count is 1-1. Severino sets and fires, and this one is fouled off. Count is 1-2. Pitch is on the way, and that is down low. Count is evened at 2-2. Pitch is on the way, and this is bounced to Severino. Severino feels it and fires to Kurtz. Almost threw the ball away. Kurtz picks it. So that's going to do it for the Yankees in the top of the first. Yankees put a 4 spot on the board and have a 4-0 lead. Coming up to bat in the bottom of the first is going to be Thomas, Kurtz, and Langoliers. So this is exactly the way that the Yankees wanted to start this one out. For those of you that are here, if you haven't, please drop your vote in our active poll. We have 15 votes at this point. So let your voice be heard and your vote be counted. And I will go over our active scoreboard. The Braves beat the Reds 8-3. Pirates beat the Twins 6-5. In the top of the ninth, the Padres are leading the Nationals 7-5. Blue Jays beat the Orioles 6-5. In the top of the ninth, the Mets and the Marlins are locked up at 7. Guardians beat the Red Sox 4-3. Currently, the Rays have an 8-5 lead on the Angels. Cardinals beat the Cubs 6-5. Tigers lead the White Sox 2-1 in the bottom of the ninth. Rangers lead the Royals 8-0 in the top of the seventh. Astros lead the Brewers 4-3 in the top of the sixth. Giants lead the Rockies 3-1 in the bottom of the fourth. And as you know, in this game, Yankees lead the A's 4-0 in the top of the first. And that's your active scoreboard for tonight. As you know, we try to go for 30 likes in our live play-by-plays. We are currently at 11. So if you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not aware, this game is being simulcast on the Hardcore Sports Network. So thanks to Mitch and his crew. Colby Thomas is coming up to bat. He's hitting .314 on the season, 1 home run, 5 RBIs. First pitch is on the way, and that is a 4-seamer in there for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1. And Rodon sets. Next pitch is on the way, and the changeup is off the plate. Count is 1-1. Next pitch is on the way, and the changeup is off the plate. Count is 2-1 to Thomas. Rodon sets, and he fires. And this ball is skied to center field. Grisham is drifting to his right, and he makes the play in the deep center field grass. So that is the first down. Coming up to bat is Kurtz. Rodon sets and fires, and that ball is a four-seamer right down the heart of Broadway for call. Strike one. Count is 1-0. Kurtz is hitting 247 on the season, 8 home runs, 37 RBIs, and an 892 OPS. Next pitch is on the way, and that fastball is off the plate. Count is 1-1. Rodon sets and fires, and that slider is in there for call. Strike one. Kurtz is going to challenge this one. And the pitch is going to be overturned. So the A's are going to retain their 2 challenge. Count is 2-1. Rodon sets, and this one is driven to center field. This is deep, and that one is out of here. So that is going to be a homer for the A's. Score is now 4-1. Kurtz's 9th home run of the season, traveled 408 feet at 107.3 miles an hour. All right, time to buckle it down, baby. Coming up to bat is Shea Langoliers. Pitch is on the way, and it is fouled off. Count is 0-1. And the pitch is on the way, and it is fouled off. Count is 0-2. Langler's hitting 298 on the season, 13 home runs, 28 RBIs, and a 912 OPS. And the pitch is on the way. Slider is down low. Count is 1-2. Rodon sets and fires, and this pitch is skied to left field. Bellinger is tracking it, takes a couple steps to his right, and he makes the play for the second out. Coming up to bat is Brent Rooker. Rooker is hitting 189 on the season, 7 home runs, 25 RBIs, and a 626 OPS. First pitch is on the way, and that slider is off the plate. Count is 1-0 on Rooker. Rodon sets and fires, and that slider catches the bottom of the strike zone. Count is 1-1. Pitch is on the way, and this is skied to right center field. Judge is closing on it, and he is going to make the play for the third out. So that is going to be it for the A's, but not before they score a run on a Kurt's drive to center field. Coming up to bat in the bottom of the first is going to be J.C. Escara, Jose Caballero, and Trent Grissom. 8, 9, and 1. For those of you that are here, if you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. If you are not a member of the Hardcore Sports Network or the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing to one and the same. If you're looking for live play-by-plays, I call almost every game here. If you like shorts, I drop a boatload of them. And if you like open panels, I host them where everybody in the chat can come up and talk a little bit of baseball. If those are the things that you like, this may be the channel for you. We're at 738 subscriptions, too short of our goal of milestone of 740. Our actual goal is 1,000 by the end of the season, but we're a little bit far away for talking about that one. I want to thank everybody for taking time out of their busy late Friday evening to listen to a little bit of baseball. Your support is most appreciated. So, Sean, are you at work or are you at home off tonight? If you guys are fans of history, Shad has, it looks like there's a problem. They're walking Severino off the field. So Severino is done for the day. So the A's are going to have to get 8 innings out of their bullpen. I don't know, something happened during warmups. So the pitcher coming in is going to have as much time as he needs. Looks like it's going to be Jose Suarez. So I guess we got a few minutes to talk a little bit of baseball because he's going to be warming up on the game mound. Severino had something go wrong during his warmups, and they pulled him out of the game. So Suarez is coming in to take over the helm. This is going to be a hard night for the Athletics. They've got to pull 8 innings out of their bullpen tonight, starting the series off. All right. Thank you, Gerald. Gerald, South Korea. Hope you like the game. So far, it's been pretty good for us. And like I said, Suarez is warming up. He's going to have as much time as he needs to get ready to come out and start pitching. And it looks like we have a home run from the chat. Hello, Agent Warrior. Thanks for hopping in from the Hardcore Sports Network. Yeah, they don't have a choice now because they lost Severino after the first inning while he was warming up. We just got our 739th subscription. Not sure who you are, but thank you for trusting us. Appreciate you being here. Hey, Ace, welcome to the stream, brother. Are you calling the game tonight? If you like movie reviews, good open panels, and play by play, the Ace from Ace Avenue is another Yankee content creator. He puts a great product out there. I'm actually a member of his stream, so you might want to check him out too. No problem, brother. You know I support you all the way. And Suarez is taking over. Escara is up on the bump, and the first pitch is a four-seamer that paints the bottom of the strike zone for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1. Suarez sets and he fires. Next pitch is a sinker down low. Count is 1-1. Escar is hitting 200 on the season, 7 RBIs, a 541 OPS, no home runs. And the pitch is on the way, and that is tap foul down the first base line. Count is 1-2 on Escara. And Suarez sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is a slider off the plate low. Count is even at deuces. And Suarez sets. Pitch is on the way, and the changeup is fouled off. Count remains 2-2. Suarez sets, fires, and this ball is skied to left field. Soderstrom is coming in. It is in shallow left field, and he makes the play for the first out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Jose Caballero. Caballero is hitting 258 on the season, 4 home runs, 14 RBIs, and a 697 OPS. Suarez sets, fires, and that slider is called strike one. It's down low, and Caballero has challenged this one right off the bat. And the call is going to be overturned. That was down low, so New York is going to retain its 2 challenges. Count is 1-0. Suarez sets, he fires, and Cabby fouls this one down the first base line. Count is evened at 1-1. Suarez sets and fires, and that ball is swung on, missed. Count is 1-2 on Cabby. And Cabby takes timeout. Suarez sets. And he fires, and the pitch is hammered down the left field line, and that is going to be fair. It's going to make it into the corner, and Cabby is rounding first, heading to second. He is going to have a stand-up double with one out. Coming up to bat is Trent Grisham, 0 for 1 on the day with a strikeout. So the Yankees have a runner at second with one out. Trent Grisham coming up to bat. He struck out in his first plate appearance. And Suarez sets. Pitch is on the way, and this is lined over the shortstop's head. And Caballero is going to advance to third. So the Yankees are going to have runners at first and third after that Trent Grisham single, and one out. Coming up to bat is Big Ben Rice. He got on board with an error by Nick Kurtz and scored a run. Situational hitting, situational hitting, situational hitting. Let's bring the duck in. Suarez sets and fires, and that slider is down low. Count is 1-0. Suarez is definitely a junk ball pitcher. Fastball is topped out at 90 miles an hour. Throwing a bunch of sliders in at 81. And Suarez sets. Next pitch is on the way, and that slider is off the plate. Count is now 2-0. They're not holding Cabby on. He's taking a huge lead at third. Pitch is on the way, and it is swung on and missed. Count is 2-1. Suarez sets and fires, and this one is hammered into center field. And Caballero is definitely going to score on that one. Grisham is going to move to second. So that is an RBI single by Rice, his 38th ribby of the year. And the Yankees now have a 5-1 lead. Are you guys hearing the sound effects? All rise. The judge is in the chambers. He is 1 for 1 on the day with a RBI and a run scored. Okay. Thank you, sir. And Suarez sets. Come out to the shop, please. Pitch is on the way, and that is down low. Count is 1-0 on the captain. And the next pitch is on the way, and that is a four-seamer inside. That one actually came in at 93, so the count is 2-0. They are not hearing the sound effects. I'm hearing it. Suarez checks on the runner at second. Pitch is on the way, and that changeup is down low. Count is going to be 3-0. Pitch is on the way, and he paints the bottom of the strike zone with a sinker. Count is now 3-1 on the captain. And the 3-1 is tapped on the right side. Kurtz is going to field it and flip it to Suarez for the second out of the inning. Rice is going to advance to second. Grisham is going to advance to third. Cody Bellinger is coming up to bat. Suarez sits and he fires. Pitch is going to paint the outside corner for call. Strike one. Did y'all hear that one? All right. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. If it defaults and you see sure.
Next pitch is on the way, and the fastball is right down the heart of Broadway for call. Strike two. Count is 0-2.
If you don't see stream mix here, when you click the down arrow, then they're not going to hear it.
Pitch is on the way, and that four-seamer is off the plate. Count is 1-2. Hey, James. Welcome from the Hardcore Sports Network. Suarez sets and fires, and that pitch is fouled straight back. Count remains 1-2 on Belly. Yankees have runners at second and third with 2 outs. 1-2 count on Cody Bellinger. Bellinger is 1 for 1 on the day with a run scored. Suarez sets and fires, and this one is foul down the third base line. Count remains 1-2. Suarez sets and fires, and the pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3. And that is going to do it for the Yankees, but not before they add another run. Score is 5-1. Yankees coming to the bottom of the second. Coming up to bat for the A's is going to be Soderstrom, Bolt, and Geloff. And we have another couple of home runs from the crowd. We have picked up our 740th and 741st subscribers. So we've met our next milestone. The next milestone for us is going to be 745. So we're 4 away from that one. Thank you for whoever chose to subscribe. Your support is most appreciated. If you haven't, please drop your vote in our active poll. We are at 18 votes, so let your voice be heard and your vote be counted. And as you know, we go for 30 likes per live stream. We're at 20, so we are 10 down from our goal for the night. So if you could, please hit the like button and share the channel out if you haven't done so. And from our scoreboard today, the Braves beat the Reds 8-3. Pirates beat the Twins 6-5. Nationals beat the Padres beat the Nationals 7-5. Blue Jays beat the Orioles 6-5. Mets beat the Marlins 9-7. Guardians beat the Red Sox 4-3. Rays beat the Angels 8-5. Cardinals beat the Cubs 6-5. White Sox beat the Tigers 4-3. They're in the top of the 8th, and the Rangers lead the Royals 8-0. Brewers and Astros are in the top of the 8th, tied up at 4. Giants have a 3-1 lead on the Rockies in the 5th. And as you know, in the bottom of the 2nd, the Yankees have a 5-1 lead on the A's. The Mariners have a 1-0 lead on the Diamondbacks at the top of the 1st. And the first pitch to Soderstrom is down low. Count is 1-0. Next pitch is on the way, and that is inside. Count is now 2-0 on Soderstrom. All right, Carlos, you got a lead. Let's go with it, baby. Next pitch is on the way, and that is down low. Count is 3-0. And the pitch is up high. That's going to be ball 4. So Soderstrom is going to strip his gear off and head to first base. Bolt is coming up to bat. First pitch is on the way, and that is fouled off. Count is 0-1. Pitch is on the way. That is grounded through the left side for a base hit. So they're going to have runners at first and second with nobody out against Rodon, and Geloff is coming up to bat. All right. Safe travel, Sean. Rodon is at 22 pitches. Runners at first and second with nobody out. Rodon checks on the runner at second. The pitch is on the way, and it is off the plate. Count is 1-0. Rodon sets and fires, and the pitch is fouled straight back. Count is 1-1. And Rodon sets. Pitch is on the way, and he paints inside corner for call. Strike 2. Count is 1-2. Rodon sets and fires, and that fastball is up high. Count is evened at 2-2. Geloff is hitting .246 on the season, 6 home runs, 17 RBIs, and a .733 OPS. And the pitch is on the way, and this is lined up the middle. Jazz is going to take it on second and fire to Goldie at first. for the double play. So that is going to be a 4-3 double play. Runner is going to advance to third with 2 outs. Coming up to bat is former Met Jeff McNeil. McNeil is hitting .257 on the season, 2 home runs, 15 RBIs, and a .673 OPS. First pitch is on the way, and that is going to paint the bottom of the strike zone for call. Strike 1. Count is 0-1. Next pitch is on the way, and that slider just misses off the plate. Count is 1-1. Pitch is on the way, and this is fouled down the third base side, and that's going to hit the net. So the count is 1-2 on McNeil. Rodon sets and fires, and wow, that pitch just misses off the plate. Count is evened at 2-2. Rodon sets and fires, and that ball is fouled off. Count remains 2-2. Rodon sets, fires, and that pitch is up high. Count is now full, 3-2. And Rodon sets. Pitch is on the way, and this is grounded to Jazz. Jazz fields it cleanly, and he is going to throw it to Goldie for the third out of the inning. So the A's are not going to score. They're going to leave 1 runner left. Coming up to bat is going to be Jazz Chisholm Jr., Paul Goldschmidt, and Ryan McMahon. Hey, Grand, welcome to the stream from the Hardcore Sports Network. Hey, Jason, thank you for the for checking in, and appreciate the comment on the shorts. Hey, John the Beagle Dad, welcome to the stream. Appreciate you being here. For those of you that are here, if you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you haven't, please drop your vote in our active poll. How many runs will Rodon give up tonight? Currently, we're heading to the top of the third. Yankees have a 5-1 lead on the A's. Jazz Chisholm is coming up to bat. If you haven't, please hit the like button. Our goal is 30 likes per live stream. We are at 22, so we're just 8 away from that goal. We hit our milestone of 740 subscribers. We're now at 741, so we're 4 away from our next goal milestone of 745. So anything you can do to help us meet that goal would be most appreciated. If you like live play-by-plays, I'm here to call them almost every day except for Wednesdays. If you like shorts, I drop a lot of them. Matter of fact, you can head over when you get a chance, check some of them out, let me know what you think. And I also host open panels so that people from the chat can come up on screen and talk baseball. And it looks like Joel Connell is going to replace Suarez. Cannell has a 2.45 ERA. Opponents are hitting 2.38 against him. First pitch is on the way, and that is a cutter up high. Count is 1-0 on Jazz. Jazz is 0 for 1 on the night. He grounded out in his first plate appearance. And the pitch is on the way, and that is fouled straight back. Count is 1-1. And the pitch is on the way, and that paints the top of the strike zone. Count is 1-2 on Jazz. Jazz actually had a legitimate beef on that one because I think that pitch was high. Pitch is on the way, and that is down low. Change up. Count is evened at 2-2. What color is your goose? Yeah, Jazz calls timeout. It was a late timeout. Pitcher was almost about to start his windup. Pitch is on the way, and this is hammered to McNeil at second. He fires to Kurtz for the first out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Paul Goldschmidt. He hit a 1 for 1. He hit a 3-run homer in his first plate appearance. And Kudell sets, fires, and the slider catches the top of the strike zone for call. Strike one. Goldie is hitting .333 in his last 19 games. Next pitch is on the way, and Goldie hammers this one foul down the left field line. Count is 0-2 on Paul. And Cannell sets, fires, and that pitch is a towering elevator shaft home run on the infield. And it looks like Geloff is going to make the play just in front of the mound for the second out. So, injury report on Giancarlo Stanton. He is cleared to start running outdoors. Pitch is on the way, and it is off the plate. Count is 1-0 on McMahon. McMahon is 0 for 1 on the day. He grounded out in his first plate appearance. Next pitch is on the way, and the sinker paints the bottom of the strike zone. Count is 1-1 on Mac. Pitch is on the way, and McMahon fouls this one straight back. Count is 1-2 on Ryan. And the pitch is on the way, and this is driven to right center field. This one is going, and gone. That is a home run for McMahon. So the Yankees now lead 6-1. That's McMahon's 6th home run of the season. It traveled 349 feet, left his bat at 100.8 miles an hour. Let's go Yankees. Coming up to bat is J.C. Escara. Did y'all hear the home run bell? And the pitch is on the way, and it is grounded to the third baseman. He fires across the diamond for the third out of the inning, and that is going to do it for the Yankees, but not before they add a run on Ryan McMahon's solo shot home run. Coming up to bat is Hernandez, Thomas, and Kurtz, 9-1-2. And in our active scoreboard, Rangers now lead the Royals 9-0 in the top of the ninth. In the top of the ninth, the Astros and Brewers are locked up at 4 apiece. In the top of the sixth, the Giants have a 3-1 lead on the Rockies. Heading to the bottom of the third, Yankees have a 6-1 lead on the Athletics. In the bottom of the second, the Mariners have a 1-0 lead on the Diamondbacks. And in the bottom of the second, the Dodgers have a 2-0 lead on the Phillies. That's your active scoreboard for the night. If you haven't, please drop your vote in our active poll. How many runs will Rodon give up tonight? Pitch count is looking pretty good. He is at 34 pitches. And if you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. Our goal for every live stream, live play-by-play, is 30 likes per stream. We're at 23, so we're 7 away. I want to thank Mitch at the Hardcore Sports Network and his crew that is simulcasting our live play-by-play, getting our stream out there. So that's most appreciated, Mitch. If you haven't, please consider subscribing to the Hardcore Sports Network. They have a plethora of things that they're into, football, basketball, baseball, and wrestling. And here on Yankees The Ugly Truth, we are at 741 subscribers. Our next milestone is 745. If you like live play-by-plays, if you like shorts and open panels where you're able to come up and talk a little bit of baseball, this may be the place for you. Please consider subscribing. And the first pitch to Hernandez is inside. Count is 1-0. Rodon sets and fires. The next pitch is a fastball down low. Count is now 2-0. Rodon sets and fires, and that pitch is inside for ball 3. All right, Carlos, you got a 5-run lead. Just pitch to the man. You got a bunch of decent fielders behind you. Rodon sets and he fires, and that pitch is down low. So that's going to be a 4-pitch walk to Hernandez. Coming up to bat is Thomas, the 9-hole hitter. All right. Thanks, Sean. Appreciate you listening in. Thomas is 0 for 1 on the night with a flyout in his first appearance. And Rodon sets and fires, and that pitch is hammered straight back. Count is 0-1. And the pitch is up, and the slider or changeup misses high. Count is 1-1. Rodon sets and fires, and that slider is up high. Count is 2-1. Rodon sets and fires, and the pitch is fouled straight back. Count is evened at 2-2. And the pitch is on the way. McMahon fills it, shoots to second, and it is relayed to first, but not in time. So that is going to be a 6-4 put out at second. First out of the inning. Kurtz is coming up to bat. He is 1-for-1 on the night with a solo shot home run in his first plate appearance. So for those of you just hopping in, Yankees have a 6-1 lead on the A's. A's have a runner at first with one out. And Rodon sets, fires, and the sinker catches the outside portion of the plate for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1. Pitch is on the way, and that is fouled off of Vizcarra's glove. Count is 0-2. And Rodon sets. Pitch is on the way, and the slider is off the plate. Kurtz is going to be able to hold up on the check swing. Rodon sets and fires, and that pitch is swung on and missed for strike three. So that is the second out of the inning and Rodon's first strikeout of the night. Hey, John. Welcome to the stream. And they're giving a report on Severino. He left the game with right arm soreness. Shea Langoliers is coming up to bat, 0-for-1 on the day with a flyout. First pitch is on the way, and the changeup is swung on and missed. Count is 0-1. Rodon sets, fires, and that pitch is off the plate. Count is 1-1. And Rodon sets and fires, and that pitch is up high. Count is now 2-1. Rodon sets, and the runner goes, and he is thrown out at second by Vizcarra. And that is going to be the final out of the inning. Good throw by Vizcarra, quick tag by Jazz. And I don't know why the hell Rodon is talking to the home plate umpire, but that is going to do it for the A's. Coming up to bat for the Yankees in the top of four is going to be Jose Caballero, Trent Grisham, and Ben Rice. So 9-1-2. For those of you that are here, if you haven't, please drop your vote in our active poll. How many runs will Rodon give up in tonight's matchup? We have 22 votes at this point, so thank you for those who have voted. And as you know, our goal for every live play-by-play is 30 likes. We're at 25, so we're down 5. If you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing to One and the Same. If you like live play-by-plays, we do them almost every night. Only night being Wednesdays is our exception because I bowl in leagues. I drop a lot of shorts, so head over to Yankees The Ugly Truth YouTube channel and check out the shorts and let me know what you think. And I also host open panels here where anybody in the chat is invited to come up and talk a little bit of baseball. We are at 741 subscribers, and our next milestone is 745. Hey, Texas, welcome to the stream. And Jen Powell is the umpire who punched out the runner at second, and she's the first female umpire at the major league level. And the first pitch was in there for call, strike 1. And this is going to be grounded to Geloff. He feels it and fires to Kurtz to get Caballero just by a step. Count coming up to bat is Trent Grisham, 1 for 2 on the night with a strikeout. Coming up to bat is a ball that paints the outside corner for call, strike 1. Count is 0-1. Cannell is out for his second inning of work. He sets and fires, and that changeup is off the plate. Count is evened at 1-1. Cannell sets and fires, and that ball is chopped foul. Count is 1-1. And Cannell sets and fires, and the pitch is inside and low. Count is evened at 2-2 on Big Trent. Cannell sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is a cutter down low. Count is now full on Grisham. 3-2. And the pitch is on the way, and this is driven to center field. It's going to drop in front of Bolte. So that is another base hit for Grisham. Hey, Chef Nick, welcome to the stream. Coming up to bat is Ben Rice, 1 for 2 on the day with an RBI and a run scored. Pitch is on the way, and that is a sinker down low. Count is 1-1. And Kunal sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is fouled off. Count is 1-2. Hey, Rob, welcome to the stream. Grisham hasn't had a lot of luck this year. He's been hitting the ball directly at people, so maybe they're going to start to fall now. Next pitch is on the way, and Rice drives this one to center field. The center fielder is going to lay out. It's going to hit off his glove, and Rice is going to go for second, and he is going to make it. So the Yankees have runners at second and third with one out, and the captain is coming up to bat. 1 for 2 on the day with an RBI and a run scored. And the pitch is on the way, and that is a slider down low. Count is 1-0, and the A's are bringing the infield in, so I don't know whose life they were messing with. Pitch is on the way, and that's a slider in there for call. Strike one. Count is 1-1 on the captain. Cannell sets and fires, and the pitch is in there for call. Strike two. Judge is challenging this one. And it's going to be confirmed that it is a strike, so the Yankees are going to lose their first challenge of the night. One remaining. And the pitch is on the way, and that slider is down low. Count is evened at deuces on the captain. And Cannell sets. Checks on the runner at second and brings the pitch in, and the captain fouls this one off. Count is going to remain 2-2. And it looks like they've got Harris warming up in the bullpen. And the pitch is on the way, and Judge chaps this one down the third base line. And it's going to be fired to first base, but it's going to get a run home. So Judge is going to get an RBI as Grisham scores. So the Yankees now are up 7-1. Rice is going to go to third. So the Yankees have a runner at third with 2 outs, and Cody Bellinger is coming up to bat. He is 1 for 2 on the night with a strikeout and a run scored. And they're bringing in Hogan Harris, a left-handed pitcher. So they're going to take a little bit of a break. So the Yankees are up 7-1. For those of you who haven't, please drop your vote in our active poll. We are at 25 votes. So let your voice be heard and your vote be counted. If you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. Our goal for every live stream is 30 likes. We're at 25, so we're 5 down. So if you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. From our active scoreboard, the Rangers finally beat the Royals 9-1. In the top of the 10th, the Brewers and the Astros are locked up at 4 apiece. Top of the 7th, the Giants lead the Rockies 3-1. As you know, in the top of 4, Yankees have a 7-1 lead on the Athletics. In the bottom of the 3rd, the Mariners have a 1-0 lead on the Diamondbacks. And in the bottom of the 3rd, the Dodgers now have a 3-0 lead on the Phillies. And that is your active scoreboard. Earlier in the day, the Braves beat the Reds 8-3. Pirates beat the Twins 6-5. Padres beat the Nationals 7-5. Blue Jays beat the Orioles 6-5. Mets beat the Marlins 9-7. Guardians beat the Red Sox 4-3. And the Rays beat the Angels 8-5. Cardinals beat the Cubs 6-5. White Sox beat the Tigers 4-3. And as I mentioned before, the Rangers beat the Royals. And the first pitch is on the way. And this is hit sharply at Kurtz. Kurtz is going to take it himself, and that is going to be a 1-pitch, 1-out. And you guys know how much I really hate 1-pitch, 1-outs. So we're going to head to the bottom of the 4th. Shea Langoliers, Brent Rooker, and Tyler Soderstrom coming up to bat. This stream is being simulcast on the Hardcore Sports Network. So if you are not a member of the Hardcore Sports Network, please consider subscribing. They are simulcasting our live play-by-play at this time. And we have lost a subscriber, so now we're at 740, 5 away from our next milestone of 745. If you like live play-by-plays, I call them almost every day. Called 146 of them last year, not including the postseason. If you like shorts, I drop a boatload. Head over to my YouTube channel, Yankees The Ugly Truth, and check them out and let me know what you think. And I host open panels where anyone from the chat, I will drop the link down. Anyone from the chat is free to come up and talk a little bit of baseball. So if these are things that appeal to you, Yankees The Ugly Truth may be the place for you. So how are we feeling about the game so far? And the first pitch is on the way, and that is foul down the right field line. Count is 0-1. And they've got a sight of Reggie Jackson in the stand with his New York Yankee hat on. And the pitch is on the way, and it is up high. Count is even at 1-1. Next pitch is on the way, and that misses inside. It was a 94 mile an hour fastball. Count is 2-1. Next pitch is on the way, and that is a sinker down low. Count is now 3-1 on Langoliers. Rodon sets and fires, and this one is fouled down the right field line, but it's going to make it into the stands. So the count is even at 3-2. And Rodon sets. Pitch is on the way, and this is bounce to Caballero. Caballero feels it clearly and fires to first for the first out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Brent Rooker, 0 for 1 on the day. And Rodon sets. Pitch is on the way, and this is foul down the first base side. Count is 0-1. Rodon sets and fires, and this ball is hammered foul down the third base line. Count is 0-2. And Rodon sets. Pitch is on the way, and that slider is down low. Count is 1-2. Rooker is 0 for 1 on the night. He flew out in his first plate appearance. And Rodon sets, fires, and the pitch is swung on and missed. Rooker is down on strikes, and that is the second out of the inning and Rodon's second strikeout of the night. He is at 61 pitches. Coming up to bat is Tyler Soderstrom. He does not have official at bat. He walked in his first plate appearance. Pitch is on the way, and Rodon paints the bottom of the strike zone with a four-seamer. Count is 0-1. Rodon sets and he fires, and the next pitch is a slider off the plate. Count is 1-1. Rodon sets and fires, and this ball is hammered past a diving Caballero. Grisham is going to field it, so that is going to be a 2-out single. So the A's have a runner at first with 2 outs. That ball was definitely smoked. Coming up to bat is Bolte. 1 for 1 on the day with a single. First pitch is on the way, and Bolte fouls that one off down the right field side. Count is 0-1. Rodon sets and fires, and this ball is tap foul in front of the plate. Count is 0-2. Hey, Kaz. Welcome to the stream. Not a prob, Kaz. Not a prob. Next pitch is on the way, and that is down low. Count is 1-2. Rodon sets and fires, and that pitch is hammered foul down the first base line. Count remains 1-2. Is Bolte going to be the third strikeout victim for Rodon tonight? Rodon sets and fires, and this ball is lined off of Caballero's glove. So the runner is going to advance to third. So the A's have runners at first and third with 2 outs. Coming up to bat is Geloff. And Rodon sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is foul straight back. Count is 0-1. Geloff is 0 for 1 on the night. He grounded into a double play in his first place appearance. And Rodon sets. Next pitch is on the way, and it is fouled straight back. Count is 0-2. A's have runners at first to third with 2 outs. Zach Geloff is up to bat. He has a 0-2 count on him. So will he be Rodon's third strikeout of the night? Pitch is on the way, and that 4-seamer is up and in. Came in at 95 miles an hour. Count is 1-2. And Rodon sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is up high. Count is even at deuces. And that was a 96 mile an hour fastball. So those 2 fastballs were the fastest pitches that he's thrown tonight. He's been hanging about 93 miles an hour with this 4-seamer. Rodon sets and fires, and this pitch is fouled into Geloff himself. Count remains 2-2. And Rodon sets, fires, and this pitch is skied to center field, right center. And Grisham is going to make the play in right center to make the play. So that is going to be no runs, 2 hits, 2 men left on base. As we head to the top of the 5th, coming up to bat is going to be Jazz Chisholm Jr., Paul Goldschmidt, and Ryan McMahon. Yankees have 2 home runs on the night, Goldie being a 3-run bomb and McMahon being a solo shot home run. So let's see if the fireworks are going to continue. For those of you that are here, if you haven't, please drop your vote in our active poll. We are at 27 votes, so thank you for everybody who has participated. Let your voice be heard and your vote be counted. And as you know, we go for 30 subs per live stream. We're at 27, so we're 3 down on our likes. If you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And we are at 740 subscriptions, 5 short of our next milestone of 745. So if you like live play-by-plays and shorts, open panels where you're able to come up and talk baseball, well, this may be the place for you. Please consider subscribing to Yankees The Ugly Truth. Well. If you're not aware, Luis Severino left in the first inning after the end of the first inning while he was warming up. He had some type of arm pain, so that's not a good sign. And the first pitch to Jazz is down low off the place. And the next pitch is on the way, and Chisholm fouls this one straight back. Count is 1-1. So the next pitch is on the way, and the four-seamer is up high. Count is 2-1. Harris sets and fires, and the curveball is skied to center field. Bolte is coming in, and he is going to make the play for the first out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Paul Goldschmidt, 1 for 2 on the night with a 3-run homer. First pitch is on the way, and it is right down the heart of Broadway for call. Strike 1. Count is 0-1. Pitch is on the way, and it paints the inside corner for call. Strike 2. Count is 0-2. Hey, Nathan, welcome to the stream. And the pitch is on the way, and Goldie fouls it down the third base line. Count is 0-2. And Harris sets, fires, and the ball is bounced to Geloff. Geloff fires across the diamond to Kurtz to record the second out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Ryan McMahon. McMahon is 1 for 2 on the day with a home run. First pitch to McMahon is up high. Count is 1-0. Next pitch is on the way, and it is going to paint the bottom of the outside corner for call. Strike 1. Count is 1-1. Next pitch is on the way, and he paints the outside corner for call. Strike 2. Indeed, he is, Kaz. Next pitch is on the way, and that is up and in. Count is evened at deuces. Harris sets and fires, and McMahon fouls this one off. Count remains 2-2. Pitch is on the way, and McMahon swings and misses at the curveball. And that is going to be a 1-2-3 inning for Harris. So halfway through the game, we're headed to the bottom of the fifth. Yankees have a 7-1 lead on the A's. Coming up to bat is former Met Jeff McNeil, Hernandez, and Thomas. So it's going to be 8, 9, and 1 coming up to bat. For those of you that are here, if you haven't, please drop your vote in our active poll. We are at 29 votes, so thank you for everybody who has participated. And as you know, our goal is 30 likes per live stream. We're at 29, so we are one short of our goal for tonight. So if you haven't, please hit the like button and share the channel out. This stream is being simulcast on the Hardcore Sports Network. So thanks to Mitch and his crew for getting our stream out there. If you haven't, please consider subscribing to the Hardcore Sports Network. Here at Yankees The Ugly Truth, we are at 740 subscribers, 5 short of our next milestone, 745. So if you could help us meet that goal, it'd be most appreciated. If you like live play-by-plays, shorts, and open panels where you can come up and talk baseball, this may be the place for you. And the first pitch to McNeil is a slider in there for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1. Rodon sets and fires, and that pitch is fouled off. Count is 0-2. Next pitch is on the way, and that is fouled straight back. Count remains 0-2. Rodon is at 78 pitches on the night. And the pitch is on the way, and it is bounced to Jazz. Jazz picks it up, shoots it to Goldschmidt for the first out. And Hernandez is coming up to bat. Does not have an official at bat today. He walked at his first plate appearance. First pitch is on the way, and that is chop foul down the third base line. Count is 0-1. Rodon sets and fires, and the sinker is down low. Count is evened out 1-1. Rodon sets, pitch is on the way, and this is a towering fly ball to center field. Grisham is drifting to his right and makes the play for the second out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Thomas, 0 for 2 on the night, and was caught stealing. Rodon sets and fires, and the changeup paints the top of the strike zone for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1. Pitch is on the way, and this is skied to right field. Judge is working towards the line and is going to make the play for the third out. And that is going to be a 1-2-3 inning for Rodon. Coming up to bat in the top of the sixth is going to be J.C. Escarra, Jose Caballero, and Trent Grisham, 8, 9, and 1. For those of you that are here, if you haven't, please take this moment to vote on our active poll. How many runs will Carlos Rodon give up in this outing? And our goal is 30 likes per live stream. We are at 29, so we're one short of our goal for the live stream. So if you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. We here at Yankees The Ugly Truth have 740 subscribers. Looking at our next milestone of 745, so we are 5 away from that goal. If you like live play-by-plays, shorts, and open panels where you can come up and talk baseball, this may be the place for you. Please consider subscribing to Yankees The Ugly Truth. So how are we feeling about the game today? Looks like Justin Sterner is coming in to replace Hogan Harris. Sterner is a right-handed relief pitcher. And the first pitch is on the way. It is going to paint the bottom of the strike zone for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1. Next pitch is on the way, and this is skied to center field. Bolte is under it and makes the play for the first out. Coming up to bat is Jose Caballero. Count is 1-2. Caballero is 1 for 2 with a double on the night and a run scored. So Sterner sets. First pitch is on the way, and that is a four-seamer off the plate for call. Ball one. Count is 1-0. That one came in at 93 miles an hour. Sterner sets and fires, and that cutter paints the bottom of the strike zone. Count is 1-1. Sterner sets and fires, and the sweeper breaks off the plate. Count is 2-1. Next pitch is on the way, and the cutter is up high. Count is 3-1 on Cabby. Next pitch is on the way, and it paints the outside corner for call. Strike one. Count is now full, 3-2. And they're reporting that Murakami left the game with a hamstring injury, so he's going to be out for several weeks. Pitch is on the way, and this is sky to right field. Thomas is backing up, and he is going to make the play on the warning track for the second out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Trent Grisham, 2 for 3 on the night with a pair of singles and a run scored. First pitch is on the way, and the sweeper paints the bottom of the strike zone for call, strike one. Sterner sets and fires, and that sweeper catches the outside corner for call, strike two. Count is 0-2 on Grishbaum. Pitch is on the way, and this is hammered to McNeil. McNeil fields it cleanly and fires to Kurtz for the third out of the inning. And that is going to do it for the Yankees. Coming up in the bottom of the sixth is going to be Kurtz, Langoliers, and Rooker. I will be right back. So, Volpe is not in tonight. So, who would you say is the MVP of the game at this point? So Severino left this game after the first inning, and it's turned into a bullpen game. I think it may definitely have an effect during this series. All right, Rodon has pitched 5 innings of 1-run game. Goldie, he's a good choice. He started us out right with a 3-run bomb in the first inning. Let's see, Rodon is at 85 pitches. He has 2 strikeouts on the night, 1 earned run. And he's given up 2 walks. First pitch is on the way, and the paints the bottom of the strike zone for call, strike one. Count is 0-1. Rodon sets and fires, and that pitch is up high. Count is 1-1. Rodon sets, fires, and the pitch is grounded to Goldie at first. He's going to take it himself, and that is going to be the first out of the inning. Shea Langoliers coming up to bat. Langoliers is 0 for 2 on the night with a flyout and a ground out. And the first pitch is on the way, and this is popped up. 3 people are converging on it, and it looks like Judge is going to make the play for the second out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Brett Rooker. And Rodon sets. First pitch is grounded foul. Probably broke his bat. So Rooker's going to get a new piece of lumber. 0 for 2 on the night with a flyout and a strikeout. Escara sets on the outside part of the plate. Rodon sets and fires, and wow. Looked like he painted the outside corner, but it's called ball 1, and Escara is not challenging, so the count is 1-1. Looks like Fernando Cruz is warming up in the bullpen. Rodon sets and fires, and this pitch is fouled off. Count is 1-2. And Rodon sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is going to be off the plate. Count is 2-2. And how do you do? Rodon sets and fires, and that pitch is right down the heart of Broadway for call, strike 3. So Rodon has retired 7 in a row. Yankees lead this one 7-1 as we head to the top of the 7th. Big Ben Rice, Aaron Judge, and Cody Bellinger are coming up to bat. In our active scoreboard, the Giants lead the Rockies 6-3 in the top of the 9th. As you know, heading to the top of the 7th, the Yankees lead the Athletics 7-1. Mariners now have a 5-1 lead on the Diamondbacks in the bottom of the 5th. Dodgers lead the Phillies 4-0. Previously this afternoon and this evening, Braves beat the Reds 8-3. Pirates beat the Twins 6-5. Padres beat the Nationals 7-5. Orioles beat the Jays beat the Orioles 6-5. Mets down the Marlins 9-7. Guardians beat the Red Sox 4-3. Rays beat the Angels 8-5. Cardinals beat the Cubs 6-5. White Sox beat the Tigers 4-3. The Rangers beat the Royals 9-1. And the Brewers beat the Astros 5-4. And that is our active scoreboard for today. For those of you that are here, if you haven't, please drop your vote in our active poll. We have 30 votes this far. So thank you for those who have participated. And as you know, our goal is 30 likes per live play-by-play. And we are at 29. So if you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. First pitch is on the way, and that is down low. Count is 1-0. Scott Barlow is coming into pitch. And the next pitch is on the way, and this is hammered to right center field. This one is going, and gone. That is a 4-bagger for Ben Rice. That's Rice's 3rd hit of the night. That one went 411 feet, traveled at 102.5 miles an hour. And that gives the Yankees an 8-1 lead. All rise. The judge is in the chambers. He is 1 for 3 on the night with 2 RBIs and a run scored. And Barlow sets, pitch is on the way, and the sweeper is off the plate. Count is 1-0. Barlow sets, next pitch is on the way, and that sweeper is off the plate. Count is now 2-0 on the captain. And the pitch is on the way, and Judge swings through and misses the sweeper. Count is 2-1. Next pitch is on the way, and it is foul, tipped into the glove of the catcher. Count is 2-2. And Judge calls timeout with a traditional 2-strike count. Taps the dirt off his spikes, picks up some dirt and throws it to the side. And now he is reset. Barlow sets and fires, and that sweeper is down low. Count is now 3-2 on the captain. Barlow sets, pitch is on the way, and this is hammered foul down the third base line. Count remains full at 3-2. Hey, D-Rod, welcome to the stream, brother. Appreciate you being here. And Barlow sets, pitch is on the way, and the captain holds up on the check swing. So that's going to be ball 4. So the captain is going to head to first base. Cody Bellinger is coming up to bat, 1 for 3 on the night. Barlow sets and he fires, and that pitch is a curveball in there for call. Strike 1. Count is 0-1. Yankees have a runner at first with nobody out. Next pitch is on the way, and Bellinger fouls this one straight back. Count is 0-2. Pitch is on the way, and the curveball is off the plate. Count is 1-2 on Belly. And Barlow sets, fires, and that curveball is inside. Count is evened at deuces. Barlow sets and fires, and this pitch is skied to center field. Bolte is tracking it and is going to make the play for the first out of the inning. Judge retreats back to first base. Coming up to bat is Jazz Chisholm. 0 for 3 on the night with 2 groundouts and a flyout. Barlow sets and fires, and the sweeper is in there for call. Strike 1. Of course, Jazz is going to challenge it, and we're going to lose our second challenge. And it is confirmed that it was a strike, and the Yankees lose their second challenge. So Jazz continues to have ridiculous challenges. Barlow sets and he fires, and the pitch is fouled off. Count is 0-2 on Jazz. So Jazz has 10 challenges and has missed 8 of them. 20% guess rate. And the pitch is on the way, and this is a wild pitch. It's going to go all the way to the backstop. Judge is going to advance to second, so the Yankees have a runner at second with 1 out. That should be a wild pitch on Barlow. Barlow sets. Checks on the runner at second. And Barlow sets and fires, and this ball is driven to center field. Bolte makes the catch. Judge is not able to advance, so that is going to be the second out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Paul Goldschmidt, 1 for 3 on the night with a 3-run homer, 3 RBIs, and a run scored. First pitch is on the way, and it paints the inside corner. 90-mile-an-hour four-seamer. Barlow checks on the runner at second. Pitch is on the way, and Goldie fouls this one down the first base side. It's going to make the stands. Count is 0-2 on Paul. And Goldie takes time out. Next pitch is on the way, and the curveball is off the plate. Count is 1-2 on Goldie. Pitch is on the way, and Goldie skies this one down the right field side. Kurtz is going to make the play in foul territory for the third out of the inning. And that is going to do it for the Yankees, but not before they add a run off of a Ben Rice solo shot home run. And in our active scoreboard, the Giants and Rockies are now tied up at 6 apiece in the bottom of the ninth. As you know, heading to the bottom of the seventh, the Yankees have an 8-1 lead on the Athletics. Mariners have a 5-3 lead on the Diamondbacks in the top of the sixth. And the Dodgers have a 4-1 lead on the Phillies in the top of the seventh. That's your active scoreboard at this time. For those of you that are here, if you have, actually, I can fix this one right now. And Rodon is leaving the game, so we can end our active poll. The question was, how many runs will Carlos Rodon give up tonight? We had 33 votes in our poll. 55% said 1 to 2 runs. 27% said 3 to 4 runs. 9% said no runs. And 9% said gets hammered 5+ runs. Well, the 1 to 2 is correct. So way to go on making the correct choice. Hey, Real Bill, welcome to the stream. Appreciate you being here, brother. Severino left in the first after the first inning. Hedrick is on the pitch. And the first pitch is in there for call. Strike 1 on Soderstrom. Next pitch is on the way, and this is sky to right field. The captain is waiting on it, and he makes a play for the first out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Bolte, 2 for 2 on the night. All right, have a good night, D-Rod. And the pitch is on the way, and it is swung on and missed. Count is 0-1. Next pitch is on the way, and this is hammered into right field, so that's going to be Bolte's third hit of the night, another single. So the A's have a runner at first with 1 out. For those of you just hopping in the stream, we're in the bottom of the 7th. Yankees lead 8-1. There is 1 out with a runner at first, and Geloff is coming up to bat. And the first pitch is on the way, and that is swung on and missed. Count is 0-1. Next pitch is on the way, and that is swung on and missed. Count is 0-2. And Hedrick sets. He fires, and the 95-mile-an-hour fastball is outside. Count is 1-2. Hey, SJ, welcome to the stream. And the pitch is on the way, and this is hammered through the infield up the middle. Grisham is going to field it, so the A's are going to have runners at first and second with 1 out. Coming up to bat is Jeff McNeil, 0 for 2 on the night. Pitch is on the way, and that is a 4-seam or a sinker inside. Count is 1-0. Pitch is on the way, and that 4-seamer is up high. Count is 2-0. Next pitch is on the way, and that is fouled off. Count is now 2-1 on McNeil. Hedrick sets and fires, and that pitch is fouled off. Count is going to be evened at 2-2. What color is your goose? Looks like Cruz is warming up in the bullpen. Hedrick sets, fires, and that slider is low and away. Count is now full, 3-2. Next pitch is on the way, and that is inside for ball 4. So the bases are going to be juiced full of A's. And they have a meeting of the minds on the mound. Hernandez is 0 for 1 on the night with a walk. And here comes Boone. Boone's about to jerk a knot in Hedrick's tail and bring Fernando Cruz in. So Hedrick fits. Well. Well, SGA, vulgar gets you booted. Because people like my granddaughter and my grandson are here. That's why. And it looks like Carlos Cortez is coming in to replace Daryl Hernandez. And Cruz sets and fires. The first pitch is in there for call, strike 1. Count is 0-1. Nice 92-mile-an-hour fastball. Cortez is hitting .336 on the season, 5 home runs, 17 RBIs, and a .957 OPS. And the pitch is on the way. Cruz feels it. It fires it home, and it is relayed to first. So that is a 1-2-3 double play to end the inning. Easy peasy, nice and squeezy. Coming up to bat in the top of the 8th is going to be Ryan McMahon, JC Escara, and Jose Caballero. Hey, Brandon, welcome to the stream. Appreciate you hopping in and listening to a little bit of baseball. So, how are we feeling about the game after getting out of that Hedrick jam? Yankees are leading 8-1, heading to the top of the eighth. And former Yankee reliever Mark Leiter Jr. is coming into the game. Coming up to bat is going to be McMahon, Escara, and Caballero. And Leiter sets and fires, and the first pitch is a sinker up high. Count is 1-0. Leiter sets, pitch is on the way, and that is a sinker in there for call. Strike one. Count is 1-1 on Mac. Leiter sets and fires at that curveball. Pates the outside corner for call. Strike two. Count is 1-2. Leiter sets and he fires, and that pitch is in the dirt. Count is even at 2-2. Next pitch is on the way, and this is bounced down the first base line. Kurtz is going to take it and step on the bag himself for the first out of the inning. Coming up to bat is J.C. Escara, 0 for 3 on the night. Leiter sets and fires, and that curveball is way up high and outside. Count is 1-0. Pitch is on the way, and this is sky to right field. And Thomas is going to make the play on the warning track for the second out of the inning. Well, James, that's not a bad plan. Coming up to bat is J.C. Escara, 1 for 3 on the night with a double and a run scored. First pitch is on the way, and that is called ball one. Looked like it was right in the strike zone, but they're not going to challenge. Count is 1-0. Leiter sets and fires, and that pitch is way up high. Count is 2-0. Leiter sets and fires, and the curveball is in there for call. Strike one. Count is 2-1. Lighter sets and fires, and that pitch is inside. Count is 3-1. Pitch is on the way, and this is a line drive into left center field. Soderstrom is going to field it and shoot it into the shortstop. Coming up to bat is Trent Grisham, 2 for 4 on the night. So that is Caballero's second hit of the night. So is the Caballero Express going to be on the way? First pitch is on the way, and lighter cutter is off the plate. Count is 1-0. And lighter sets, pitch is on the way, and the curveball is foul tipped. Count is 1-1 on Trent. And that's a goal. Lighter sets, and he fires, and this ball is hammered down the right field line. The ball boy is ducking. Count is now 1-2 on Grishbaum. Lighter sets and fires, and that ball is in the dirt. Count is even at 2-2. Pitch is out of the way, and Grisham swings and misses for strike 3. And that is going to do it for the Yankees in the top of the ninth, or top of the 8th. Coming up to bat for the A's is going to be Thomas, Kurtz, and Langoliers. So how are we feeling about the game tonight? Yankees are going for their 5th straight win. And I will be calling tomorrow night's game. So appreciate everyone hopping in and talking a little bit of baseball, watching the play-by-play. Game time is going to be 10:05 Eastern time. So it's going to be a late one, but it's a Saturday night. So if you have the opportunity, please stop in and listen to a little bit of baseball. And it looks like Paul Blackburn is coming in to replace Fernando Cruz. Lawrence Butler is going to replace Colby Thomas as the pitch hitter. Butler is definitely a speedster. So Blackburn is facing his former team. First pitch is on the way, and the cutter is just off the plate. Count is 1-0. Pitch is on the way, and this is up the middle. Caballero is waiting there, spins and makes the throw. That one almost took Blackburn's head off. That was a freaking rocket right at the box. Coming up to bat is Kurtz. He is 1 for 3 on the night. With a solo shot home run in his first plate appearance. First pitch is on the way, and it is in there for call. Strike one. Next pitch is on the way. The changeup is in the dirt. Count is 1-1. Blackburn sets and fires, and the pitch is fouled off. Count is 1-2. Blackburn sets, pitch is on the way, and the changeup is down low. Count is evened at 2-2. Pitch is on the way, and this is bounced to Goldschmidt. Goldschmidt feels it and flips to Blackburn for the second out. Coming up to bat is Shea Langoliers, 0 for 3 on the night. Blackburn sets and fires, and the first pitch is fouled off. Langoliers has 2 flyouts and a ground out. Blackburn sets, pitch is on the way, and this is bounced up the middle. Jazz fields it cleanly and shoots it to Goldie for the third out of the inning. And that is going to do it for the A's in the bottom of the 8th. That's a 1-2-3 inning. Coming up to bat in the top of the 9th is going to be Rice, Judge, and Bellinger. Rice is a triple away from the cycle tonight. He has a single, double, and a home run. 3 for 4 on the night. And in our active scoreboard, Yankees lead the A's 8-1, heading to the top of 9. The Diamondbacks have closed the gap. Mariners lead the Diamondbacks 6-5 in the top of the 7th. And the Dodgers lead the Phillies 4-2 in the bottom of the 8th. And that is our active scoreboard for the night. For those of you that are here, if you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. There is a QR code in your upper left-hand corner. All you have to do is take your cell phone out, put it in camera mode, wave it in front of the QR code. It'll take you straight to YouTube. All you have to do is hit subscribe, and you're a member. And for those of you that are actually subscribed, make sure that your notifications are set so that you know that every time that we're live and not Memorex. You may ask yourself, why should you subscribe to Yankees The Ugly Truth? Well, if you like live play-by-plays, I call them almost every night. And I do a boatload of shorts. So if you like shorts, that may be something for you. And I also hold open panels so that everybody who is in the stream can come up and talk a little bit of baseball. And it looks like Luis Medina is coming in to replace Mark Leiter. And the first pitch is on the way, and that curveball is off the plate. Count is 1-0 on Ben Rice. Next pitch is on the way, and the changeup is inside and in the dirt. Count is 2-0. Medina sets and fires, and that sinker is inside. Count is now 3-0. And the pitch is on the way, and it is up for call, strike one. Count is 3-1 on Rice. Pitch is on the way, and Rice fouls this off to the third base side, and that is going to be strike two. Count is now full, 3-2. Was he a Yankee? I didn't know that, or I didn't remember that. And Medina sets, and he fires, and Rice skies this one. And the two infielders and the outfielder are going to run into each other, bounce off the outfielder's glove. So Rice is going to get two bases. This is going to be an error. Third baseman, shortstop, and the left fielder all converged, and they collided. So that's definitely a bad news Bears thing. So Rice is at second on an error. Medina sets, and the pitch is in there for call, strike one. The judge is up to bat, so all rise. Next pitch is on the way, and judge fouls it off. So the count is 0-2 on the captain. Pitch is on the way, and that is swung on a miss for strike three. So the judge is retired. Coming up to bat is Cody Bellinger. That was a 97-mile-an-hour fastball that judge swung through. Bellinger is 1 for 2 on the night. First pitch is on the way, and that curveball is inside. Count is 1-0. Medina sets and fires, and That curveball is down low. Count is 2-0. We're in the top of the ninth. The Yankees lead the A's 8-1. There is a runner at second with one out. Cody Bellinger's up to bat. Count is now 3-0. And Langoliers is going to challenge this one. And it is confirmed that it was a ball. So the A's have one remaining challenge. Yankees have none. Pitch is on the way, and it is down low for ball four. So that is a 4-pitch walk to Bellinger. So the Yankees now have runners at first and second with one out. Jazz Chisholm is coming up to bat. He is 0 for 4 on the night, 2 groundouts and 2 flyouts. So is Jazz going to get into the hit column? Medina sets and he fires, and that pitch is going to paint the top of the strike zone. Well, it didn't paint the top of the strike zone, but the Yankees can't challenge it. Jazz blew the last one in his last at bat. So the count is 0-1. Next pitch is on the way, and the changeup is off the plate. Count is 1-1. Medina sets and fires, and Jazz skies this one to the first base side, and that is going to be in the stands. Actually, it fell in the Yankee dugout. So the count is now 1-2. And Medina sets. Pitch is on the way, and Jazz swings at a curveball in the dirt for strike 3. That is going to be the second out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Paul Goldschmidt. 1 for 4. 3-run homer. 3 RBIs and a run score. Medina sets. He fires, and the slider paints the outside corner for call. Strike 1. Count is 0-1. Next pitch is on the way, and that is in the dirt. Count is 1-1. Pitch is on the way, and Goldie hammers this one to right field, but right at Butler, who makes the play for the third out of the inning. Coming up in the bottom of the ninth is going to be Rooker, Soderstrom, and Bolte. So for those of you that are here, if you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing to One and the Same. We're at 740 subscribers, 5 short of our next milestone of 745. Well. Late in the game. Do we have anybody picked out for our MVP? Nope, not horrible at all, Kaz. Hell, I actually didn't think I was going to get more than 300 views, and it's almost 1,400, so not bad. No worries, Jason. And Blackburn's going to go out for his second inning of work. Brett Rooker is up to bat. First pitch is on the way, and the sinker is up and in. Count is 1-0. Rooker is 0 for 3 on the night, a ground out and 2 flyouts. Or 2 strikeouts, excuse me. Next pitch is on the way, and that is down low. Count is 2-0. Blackburn sets, and he fires, and that sinker is in the dirt. Count is now 3-0. Not the way you want to start the bottom of the ninth. Blackburn sets and fires, and he throws one that catches the top of the strike zone. Count is 3-1. Blackburn sets, and he fires, and that sinker is chopped foul into himself. Count is now full, 3-2. And Blackburn sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is fouled off on himself again. Count remains 3-2. The pitch is on the way, and it is fouled off. Count is going to remain 3-2 as we head to the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Next pitch is on the way, and it is tapped to Caballero. Caballero charges, sets, and it is going to bounce past Goldschmidt. So I think he was going to beat it out anyhow. So I believe Rooker should get a single on this one. So the A's have a runner at first with nobody out. Coming up to bat is Soderstrom. 1 for 2 on the night with a single and a base on balls. Oh, Jason, bowling last night, we got our asses handed to us. Lost all 7. Next pitch is on the way, and the changeup is up high to Soderstrom. Count is 1-0. Blackbird sets and he fires, and that changeup is inside. Count is 2-0. Blackburn sets and he fires, and that sinker is off the plate. Count is now 3-0. Blackbird sets and he fires, and that pitch is down low for ball 4. So that's going to be a 4-pitch walk. So it's first and second with nobody out. And Butte is coming up to bat. He is 3 for 3 on the night with 3 singles. First pitch is on the way, and this is grounded to Jazz. Jazz flips to Cabby. Cabby holds it. So that is going to be 1 out. Runners are at first and third with 1 out. Coming up to bat is Geloff, 1 for 3 on the night. First pitch is on the way, and that is up and in. Count is 1-0. And Blackburn sets and he fires, and that pitch is up high. Count is now 2-0. Come on, Paul. Throw the damn ball. Next pitch is on the way, and the cutter looked like a strike to me, but it's called ball 3. Yankees don't have a challenge. Blackbird sets, fires, and the pitch is in there for call. Strike 1. Count is 3-1. Looks like the Yankees are getting somebody up in the bullpen. Pitch is on the way, and this is hammered up the middle into center field. So they are going to score their second run of the night. So that is an RBI single for Geloff. Score is now 8-2. They have runners at first and second with 1 out. Jeff McNeil is coming up to bat. 0 for 2 on the night with a base on balls. Tim Hill and David Bednar are up. Blackburn sets. The first pitch is on the way, and that is in there for call. Strike 1. And McNeil is going to challenge this one. And this is going to be overturned. It's called ball one. It missed by 1/10 of an inch. Count is 1-0 on McNeil. McNeil is back in the box. Blackburn sets. Pitch is on the way. And this is a towering pop-up. McMahon is by the A's dugout and makes the play for the second out. So it looks like Williams is coming up to bat. This is his first at bat. So the A's are down to their last out. First pitch is on the way, and the sinker is in the dirt. Count is 1-0. Blackbird sets, and he fires, and the cutter paints the top of the strike zone for call. Strike one. Count is 1-1. Blackburn sets, and he fires, and the sinker paints the top of the strike zone for call. Strike two. Count is 1-2. Blackburn sets, fires, and the sweeper is swung on and missed for strike three. And that is going to do it for the A's. So the Yankees win this one 8-2. The numbers for tonight: Yankees have 8 runs on 11 hits, no errors. The A's are going to have 2 runs on 8 hits and 2 errors. Carlos Rodon is going to get his first win of the season. Record going to 1-2. And Luis Severino is going to take the loss. So I will be back at 10 p.m. tomorrow night to call the second game of this series. James, no problem. Appreciate the comment. And I'm going to end this stream in my traditional fashion with Let's Go Yankees. We'll see you in the funny papers. Have a great rest of your evening and hope to see you tomorrow night. Have a great night, one and all.
No, I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up. No, I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up. No, I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I
I got facts over tracks, this and that, spitting slow, spitting fast. I could roast, I could gas, think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. I don't ever slow up.